union wants its workers to be paid $30 an hour.
I'm already on food stamps. I'm already on assistance. I'm already on Medicaid. I qualify for that working for Amazon, for the biggest employer and the biggest company in the world.
Which side are you on?
Amazon Teamsters in Kentucky went on a one-day strike last week. A very exciting development. You will remember that DHL workers in northern Kentucky recently unionized and then won a first contract with the Teamsters. Amazon workers in northern Kentucky, right across the street from the DHL facility at Amazon's largest air hub in the world in northern Kentucky, have been organizing with the Amazon labor union for a year, 18 months, something like that. It's been a, the campaign has been in the works for a long time. And the Amazon labor union in Kentucky, actually, even before the union in New York did this, the organization, the union campaign in Kentucky affiliated with the Teamsters before they did in New York. So they have been with the Teamsters now for some time, and they have not had their union election yet. They have not filed a petition or requested recognition at this point. In part, they say, because there has been significant anti-union retaliatory behavior from Amazon in Kentucky, illegal, unfair labor practices and things like this, making it difficult to organize. And so in protest of that, workers at Amazon, organizing with the Teamsters, went on a one-day unfair labor practices strike last week. And the news locally covered it, and some folks spoke to some of the reasons that they were striking. Let's play that clip.
Behind Amazon's Prime Day success are workers wanting better wages and working conditions. Prime shoppers beware, Amazon Air is unfair, chanted a crowd outside of the Amazon Air hub.
The workers get no slice of that pie. We do not get a bonus. We do not get a raise for it. The managers get bonuses, though, and then they send their labor consultants out, the union busters out, and pay them thousands of dollars a week.
Neely says it would cause a ripple effect for other locations if the 4,000-person warehouse were to unionize. Picketers were only planning to be outside today, but Neely says the purpose was to encourage others to not be scared of retaliation.
We go in tomorrow as planned, and then we talk to our co-workers and tell them that, we were not retaliated against because we were public about this, and we continue to build momentum every day, every week.
In a statement, Amazon says our employees have the choice of whether or not to join a union. They always have. We favor opportunities for each person to be respected and valued as an individual. Amazon delivery drivers from Illinois, who have been striking since the end of June, were also there.
I've been working at Amazon for a year now. The only reason why I stayed through past the first few months is because I learned of this unionization.
Amazon says it already offers competitive pay, health benefits from day one, and career growth. The company also says full-time employees there have a starting wage of $21 up to $23. And a 401k. The union wants its workers to be paid $30 an hour.
I can tell you that I'm already on food stamps. I'm already on assistance. I'm already on Medicaid. I qualify for that working for Amazon, for the biggest employer and the biggest company in the world.
This was a 3-hour walkout. The Teamsters are due in court next month over what they say are Amazon's attempts to keep its employees from unionizing.
Hey, 5 seconds, just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
So there you go. And that last statement from an Amazon worker is really important. I think it is absolutely absurd that a worker for the largest company in the world, is it the largest private employer in the United States? If it's not the largest, it is certainly one of the largest, one of the most profitable companies in the world, one of the most valuable companies in the world. The idea that an employee for such a company could qualify for food stamps is, look, I'm not a proponent of prisons generally. I think that we should vastly reduce the criminal legal systems encroachment into people's lives. But if we're gonna have prisons, I think that this kind of stuff is criminal. Is really criminal. The idea that you are sentencing people who make you so profitable to poverty is really criminal. If that word had any meaning, then that would be true legally as well as morally.
Well, it's subsidized low wages, right? When these large corporations like Amazon and Walmart and others, when they pay these low wages and lack of benefits, and the rest of us as taxpayers actually pitch in, right? Because these folks are still poor enough to qualify for Medicaid, food stamps, WIC, other services. And so, a company like Amazon or Walmart isn't even isn't even providing the full reproduction of the labor, right? The government is having to step in. All of us are having to step in. And so, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I think it's important that folks do recognize that here's one of the richest men on earth from this company, one of the most profitable companies on earth. And all of us as taxpayers are helping to subsidize their low wages, because otherwise their workers wouldn't survive, literally wouldn't have food for their families. It's wild.
Yeah, it really is absolutely crazy. We have a regular listener, Brandon from Kentucky, who works at Amazon and is part of this union campaign. So let's go, Brandon. Appreciate your work on the campaign. He said in the chat that he was in that clip, so very cool. And cool to see that kind of stuff. This also comes on the heels of the U.S. Senate's Help Committee's report on working conditions at Amazon. And in particular, the statistic that most sticks out, and I really need to invite somebody to do a deep dive on this report and talk to us about it, because there's a lot in there. But the statistic that is most surprising most appalling is that nearly 1 in 2 Amazon workers are injured on Prime Day. 45 out of 100. 45 out of 100 Amazon workers are injured on Prime Day because of the increased pace of work on that day from the increased volume of sales and the non-attendant increase in labor in employment on that day. And so Amazon workers obviously need organization. They need organization both to have higher wages and to have safer working conditions, and to actually get a good and stable retirement. They mentioned in this clip from the local news, they said that Amazon told us that they have a 401k, and it's like, well, 401ks are an effing scam. I mean, that's a scam. That puts all of the risk on retirement on the employees. They didn't even say, they say we offer a 401k. Does that mean that all of the contributions have to come from the employees, or do you match contributions? What kind of stuff does that look like? But it's a defined contribution, not defined benefits. So all of the risk, again, for retirement is on the employees, not the employer. So there are very real scenarios in which a person can dedicate their life to a company, to an organization, and come out the end at 60, 65, 70 years old and not have enough money to comfortably retire with dignity. 401ks are a scam. They don't offer a pension. And they're going to have to get a union to get a pension. UPS has a pension because of the Teamsters. You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free
to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.